What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out stablecoin dominance, we're going to be checking out Bitcoin dominance, and we're going to be checking out the two combined. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So we got stablecoin dominance here on the daily. As you can see, we got this bearish ascending wedge pattern, right? Straight, almost straight up, but in a way that you're not, your wicks are starting to weigh you down a little bit, but you still have this last lingering 50-day, possibly going to try to cross above that 200-day. So a lot of mixed signals going on. So I kind of wanted to go into today, kind of check out what's going on with this. You have bearish divergence building, right? Especially if you close today below this 68 level, right? Then you would have, a higher high in price, a lower high in RSI, and so that's great. And that's not even the best part about it, because it's confirmed through other time frames, right? So if you go into the 12-hour, you have clear bearish divergence, right? This closed at, right? This closed at what, 698. This closed at 728, right? So bearish divergence on the 12-hour, right? And you already have everything crossed, right? You had that, I know it's hard to see, but through here we had the 100 cross above the 200. And so yeah, I think, right, this thing is starting to look like it wants to this really looks like it wants to correct, right? It's been going on a tear. I'm gonna go through here. It's been going on a tear. It's been going on a tear for the past week. This whole week has just been up only. And we're gonna go through. We're gonna go look at some other examples of what we can expect going forward. And so right now, right, we do have bearish divergence forming on the 12-hour, and you have bearish divergence forming on the 8-hour. What? Oh, because I redrew this on the 8-hour, right? Bearish divergence, right? You got a higher high. You got a higher high in RSI, so your RSI level is higher, but your price is lower. Okay, so that's bearish divergence on the 8-hour, 12-hour, daily, which is very strong, right? If we go into the daily, right? If we're looking at price action, right? Some things that have caught my eye through here have been this time frame right through here, but also this time frame right through here, because you had bearish divergence as well, right? You had bearish divergence, right? You had a higher, right, something through here, like just like this, strong bearish divergence right on the daily. Okay, strong bearish divergence on the daily, and then what you do after that, you tanked. Okay, absolutely tanked. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at for here. This is a little bit different situation because you're already in a downtrend, right? So if we're looking through something through here, looking for it like up through here, we'll come down through here, that's fine. 2023, same concept, right? Same concept. Where are we at? Boom. All right, bearish divergence, right? We have higher highs in price, lower high in RSI, and what do? You tanked. So that's what that's what it looks like it wants to do, right? A lot of people are selling. A lot of people are selling their coins right now. I actually went ahead and bought some more DGen Jasmy, and then if XLM goes down a little bit lower and Chainlink go a little bit lower, I'll buy some of those. But overall, I don't think, I don't think this is sustainable at all. I don't think this is sustainable, and I did find something, right? So overall, I do think we're actually in, you have your impulse up from December 2024 up, right? And then I think you're in an A. I think you're in a B. You're coming down for a C. You will be coming down for a C. It's going to be a violent C. Just like how we experience altcoins go down 40% in a day, it's going to be, altcoins are going to go up 100%, 200%, like in a day. Some of these like DGen, PNG, some of the other smaller altcoins, yeah, those things are going to rally like crazy. And to think that, right, we have to close below this 382, right? Close below this 382. So 729 is the new line in the sand, right? 729 is the new line in the sand. So we're going to, right, the 617, where is that? This 635 is actually I'm going to move this down just to 634. All right, got to reassess everything, right? That 662, I mean, we did use that as support, so we're just going to move this up through here. And we can turn this yellow. Something like that, right? And so if we're looking at something like this, right, so you have your overall structure. Okay, if you're looking at your A wave down through here, right, you're trying to come down to the 1618. Wow. I mean, that would be a crazy. I don't know if you get down to your 1618. That 1272's, I mean, I'm gonna put it on there. I'm gonna see if, because that is some crazy low levels in the 1272 right there, like that. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I didn't even see that. So this 1618 at 360 is down. If this hit this, ladies and gentlemen, we just found a gem. Please like that video, hit the subscribe button. Man, that is crazy. Where did this come down to? What is the low? The low is 360. I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, I can't even talk right now. That's crazy. That is crazy. That the fact that is that accurate. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, subscribe for more. Right? That's where I think we're going. I mean, you come down here, you have the biggest blow off top in crypto history. Right? No one believes right now. No one believes at all right now. Let's just keep it real, right? No one believes at all. And so, you know, I'm being honest. Like, I'm starting to become more that right there made me so much more of a believer. Let's have two red. I like being, I'm OCD like that. I'm weird. There we go. That's incredible, right? That is an incredible find right there. You know, this first level is also an area, and it's not going to be, I don't think it'll be straight down. You know what I mean? This could be the next wave down, and then you kind of correct a little bit, then you come down like that. Something like that, right? Something like that. I mean, I'm still kind of, whoa, that's kind of trippy to me. You know how Fibonacci can work like that. And I mean, to the percentage, right? 360 to the percentage. What kind of drop would that lead to? I mean, from where we're at, just for the first, it's a 34%. To the second is a 50% drop. 34 and 50%. So most of us were around in this time. It's just the most recent, right? From September down through here. It was a 42% drop. 43% drop. So something bigger than November, I think, is brewing. And I think it's primarily going to be altcoins. Right, primarily going to be altcoins, where Bitcoin is kind of going to be. We have targets for Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin's going to get up to where people think it is. This 118 is, you know, I can reassess that, but yeah, this 133 level up through here. I think that's Bitcoin's max, possibly to 140. There's the trend line is up to, you know, as the weeks go on, right, it goes up 145, 150, right? So the longer this goes on, the higher it goes. So that's why it's like, okay, you know, you can correct for a little bit. You have this level down here at 102, 101, right? Come down here, bounce, then go, right? So I think we're pretty close. We've bounced multiple times off this level, right? One more, then go. Okay, so, you know, it's not something that I'm too worried about. If I'm being honest, I'm not worried about it. That 50 EMA is right on there. It's almost identical. So, you know, you got to have conviction for times like this, right? You got to have conviction. You got to be able to get through and weather these storms, right? because that's what they are. They're pretty much storms. Right, this weekly chart, I mean, has gone absolutely bonkers. It's just gone crazy. It really has. It's been crazy. I mean, in reality, you can even draw this down through here. Like if I want to be honest about it, right? Like if I really do, if I want to be honest about it, to capture both sides, the downside and the upside, I'll reassess if this doesn't work out. But I mean, it's pretty much broken out, right? Unless we have a miraculous Saturday, Sunday, right? Miraculous Saturday, Sunday. What is? I mean, yeah. So, but it kind of, is looking something like this where you're kind of grinding up a little bit. You're grinding up, something like that, something like that. But overall, right, the daily looks like it needs a correction. And if we do think of a correction, right, where do we think? I mean, that 662 is relatively nice, but I think we need more than that. I mean, you found support right at the 382. I mean, before you think of anything, you got to get down below 710, right? You got to get down below 710. And so, I mean, I can leave this up. That 786 is right at 634. This is at that 618 level. I can move this up. Boom, right there. And 710, right? 710, you bounced right off of it, right? You closed right below it, bounced off of it. So until we close down below 710, it's bullish, right? It's bullish. We're kind of working our way back up. I got patterns kind of everywhere right now, but it's doing the same thing. It's kind of just grinding up. And we're looking for just one more come up. Hopefully, right? That's what we're thinking. So that's what I got for stablecoin dominance. I mean, you have major bearish divergence. I mean, major bearish divergence. Yeah, this closed at 696. This closed at 732. Major. Like, this thing needs to, respect the RSI, but we all know about this chart. It has no respect it does not respect authority, as some would say. So, this is stablecoin dominance plus Bitcoin dominance. It's a bearish looking chart as well. I mean, you have some crazy. Actually, what does this close at? This closes at 6719. It's not bearish divergence, but it's definitely cooled off. It's not bearish divergence. It's cooled off a little bit. Down through here, maybe hopefully we can reject through here. I've just kept this in because of so many fake outs. Yeah, we're looking to bounce off that, but I mean, this is the same concept, right? Same concept. I mean, just straight up for days in a row, something like that. It's just not sustainable, right? It's just not sustainable. I'm not saying that you can't go higher after that, but you typically will get a correction, right? Something like this. It's almost ideal. But that's not the same kind of structure. You're looking for a structure in an uptrend, right? You're in a structure of an uptrend. 4 days, you cooled off for 1 day, and then you kept going. I mean, you had something like that here. Multiple days. I mean, this is 10 days in a row. 10 days in a row. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not, you don't have to, but when you do correct, it's going to be a harsh correction. Something like this, harsh correction, and then you started to go down. So maybe we're getting ready to do something like this, just keep grinding up, and then the ultimate slam down. So we'll keep track of that. This chart pretty much just reflects the Bitcoin dominance and that stablecoin dominance chart. Bitcoin dominance really hasn't been doing much. It's kind of weaker for sure in terms of the weekly. Right, this tail does look pretty strong. This does look pretty strong, this candle on the weekly, but you got 2 days left on the weekly. Right, you still have the 20 and the 50 day above, and we're looking for that 20 to cross down below. Right, I mean, it's right there. It is so close, right? So, you know, 1 week is all you really need. You just need 1 week. It's all you need is one candle, 1 week. And so, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking right now for the overall charts. It does, I mean, it it doesn't look, it looks, a lot of these additional charts look like they want to come down. That's what they honestly do. They do like look like they want to come down and correct a bit. Um, and so 710, that's kind of an area I can just redraw that. But yeah, as long as we're staying below these areas right through here, then that ABC structure is still in place with that level of 360 down to the downside. So that'd be a 50% drop, still in play, right? I mean, it's just at this point, it's right time capitulation, right? We're not really tanking, but we're just like, you know, XLM. I mean, that's kind of, it's not the greatest, but you know, you were at this level what last week, so you really didn't do anything. You kind of just went sideways. You kind of just went. Your 1-2 is still intact. A lot of these 1-2s are still intact. Your 1-2 is still intact on Chainlink. Your 1-2 is intact on Jasmy. Your 1-2 is intact in DGen. If I go through all of these, I'm assuming all of these 1-2s are still. I mean, you're still setting up a big 1-2. And so, yeah, so we're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin. We're going to keep an eye on a lot of these other cryptos. See, Bitcoin looks like a different structure. Bitcoin looks like it's in a, you know, it's in a full correction. And that's why I think this next phase is going to be altcoins, is because altcoins already have a 1-2 setup. They're setting, and you know, so Bitcoin's going to have like a 1-2 setup. So it's going to be kind of a smaller growth period when altcoins are going to be running. That's my assumption. Let's go check out Ethereum real quick, and then I'll end the video. 3,700. We have it down at 3,600, but hey, this 1-2 setup is still here. Right, it's still there. As long as it doesn't close down below here, then we're good. Right, that 37.48. I mean, it's close. It's close, right? You just don't want to close down below these closes. I know this wick, we're using this wick, but it's kind of a scammy wick. But overall, I mean, everything still looks, I mean, if we're talking about, you're talking about bear markets, you don't end bear markets like this. I just want to check the fear and greed. Oh, did I close it out again? I'm sorry. Check out the fear and greed index. Where is it at? Coin market cap. We're at a 28 right now. We're in fear. In one of these other ones, it's actually the fear and greed mirror. So this is the stock market at 25, and then crypto's at 22. Extreme fear. The last time you were in this, you were looking to rebound. You were looking to bounce. So, yeah. So everything, you know, that we covered today, that's what I got. We're expecting Fed rate cuts. It's 98% in October, 96% in December. You know, moving towards that quantitative easing. And so more money in the markets, essentially. So that's what I got for today. That's what I got for today's videos. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy. Peace.